Well, wow, wow. What do we have here? It's me. I'm back. MyGM has returned. Sort of? Because apparently, after SmackDown's crushing, emphatic, decisive victory at the bragging rights, Raw have truly run away, their tail between their legs. Because tonight, I have no co-commentator. It's just me, here, by myself, standing alone at the top of the mountain. Because I am what we call a winner, and he is what we call a loser. So I'm actually just gonna get started on my show, to be perfectly honest. It's just all up to me here. I just do what I want. Let's start by getting, let's get some of the, show booked. Where we're looking roster-wise. Okay. Blair and Reigns are my champions, I am aware of that. Okay. I see where I stand here. I see where I stand. Free agents. Oh, there's some not terrible options. I mean, you can see they're all queuing up to join SmackDown, queuing up to join the Superior show. We're looking at the legends. Oh, there's some options there, including the Boogeyman. Okay, cards. We don't talk about that. Schedule a run-in on your most popular available star this week, Veto Champ. Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's start putting a show together. Let's start putting a show together. And let's make sure that that's gonna happen. So I'm gonna do Peyton Royce, Bianca Belair. I'm gonna have Rhea Ripley running on that. I think that would well. I'm gonna have Reigns calling out done. Or do I want this on first or last? Probably. Let's go with putting Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, tables. Leaves me with another promo. A match. Alright then. main event wise, I think Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. I think that could pop. That could pop a little bit. Owens likes table matches. Orton likes TLC. I think I might just go with a straight match though. To be honest, I think that works quite well. Tricky. Hmm. Hmm. Rollins, Bailey, Morgan, Yokozuna, Dunn, Edge, Big E, Sasha, Keith Lee, Mandy Rose. Stuff for Ali. Thing is, I can take as much time with this as I want, really. As the sole host this episode, it's all about what I want to do. Oh!
So,
I think-
sole host, huh?
Oh shit!
Very-
Oh shit!
very sad.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing in my ends?
I'd say it's very sad that you've forgotten about me, but I'm sure you remember me every time you look at that ratings board, huh?
What ratings board? I don't see one.
Yeah, maybe not. In your nightmares, I'm sure you see it. I'm sure you've seen it plenty of times. You probably got the numbers memorized by now, huh? You probably
I know
reel them off with nobody's business.
It's not very nice to make fun of someone who has insomnia. I take offense to this.
No, I'm just making I'm making fun of someone who's bad at booking. The insomnia is a secondary, thing. It's like
Psychic damage 12.
call me Mew 3.
He's here, ladies and gentlemen. Mandy's arrived.
I'm back. I'm
What an
back
absolute
from
G.
being beaten up by large Florida man last week. Yes, I did specifically look that up to make that joke. He's actually from Florida. I was going to say, I didn't know. I was going to say somewhere else, but he's actually from Florida, Roman Reigns. I'm kind of.
He is indeed. Pensacola, I think, is the name of the city.
Yes, you got that absolutely right. That's damn. It's actually almost.
I've heard those announcements so many times over my life.
It's true. I forget they announce it before literally every match. It does make sense. It does make sense.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much booked for this week.
That's good. That's great.
I've been doing a little think about what I want to do with my last promo, and I think I've worked it out. So I'm actually going to sign a free agent.
Okay. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newest member of the SmackDown roster, and maybe the first person to have appeared on, well, to have signed for both shows? Question mark. I don't actually remember, but I know you had some issues with this individual. But it's Jimmy Uso.
Fair enough. I mean, he's going to fit in very well with the big dog, the head of the table at the SmackDown. I will say I've had issues with literally every individual, including myself. So I don't know if it's much of a concerning or redeeming feature anymore. It's not a big thing in itself.
And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have him do a role change promo.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And I think that's my card set up for this week.
Wow. That was
We're week 18. The pay per view is week 20.
so we've got 2 more weeks actually to the pay-per-view.
We've got this week and we've got next week, and then it's I think Extreme Rules is the pay per view.
See, I'm so stupid. I almost thought I was mentally thinking that it was like 4 weeks until the pay-per-view because we just did bragging right.
Yeah, we've kind of confused ourselves by doing that.
I'm glad it's 2 weeks. If it was like 1 week, I'd be panicking, but 2 weeks should be fine.
I'm panicking.
I'm gonna lose my job.
I'm actually quite happy with this card. That's looking quite strong. Which means something will go terribly wrong.
You say that I'm gonna go literally into like the verbal segments of mine, and something will go wrong straight away. So I wouldn't worry about.
Well, hang on, let me just check my logistics again. Yeah, I think I'm happy with my logistics week. So I'm gonna confirm that booking, and that's over to SmackDown. To Raw. Sorry.
Bro, you're still operating in the sole host mindset. I see.
Exactly. Oh, you've got some messages here. Cactus Jack, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week.
It is.
Be interested in staying. The cost would be 39k.
Yeah, I'll pay.
Lowball him for 27.
I'll pay 39. He's earned it.
Okay, I can do that.
I can indeed.
Great, looking forward to staying with Raw. Shawn Michaels, hey, my contract at Raw is up at the end of the week.
Me money, SpongeBob. Me money.
I feel like you might need to re-sign him. He's kind of your champion.
Yeah, he's definitely getting re-signed. This isn't really
68k.
Yeah, I'll pay.
But you can lowball for 30.
I'm not lowballing my champion. He doesn't deserve it, and also it's not worth the risk. I'll pay 68. That's fine.
Looking forward to staying with Raw. AJ Styles, thanks for the title rematch. I'm a little disappointed, but that's on me. You held up your part, but I didn't follow through. I appreciate you keeping your word, though. Great working with your boss.
No worries, boss man. My pleasure.
Umaga, hey boss, I've been talking with Braun lately, and we had this great idea that we should team up for a tag match.
Ooh.
I think we'd actually make an awesome tag team.
That could be really good.
That sounds horrifying.
Really good. The thing is he going to want to do it this week? Because I'm not sure how much stamina everyone has. So
can I convince you to take a chance on us and book us in a tag match in the next few weeks?
Yeah,
I think it's free.
Yeah, I can do that. If that's 3 weeks, even if it's 2 weeks, I can do that. I just need to.
Sure, let's see how your team works out.
Just need the time to check everyone's stamina and everything.
Great, I'll let him know. Can't wait to make our tag team debut. I beg you put them up against the two smallest people on your roster.
What I'm thinking is I may well put them up against Cactus and Mansoor.
Oh Christ, is that feud still going?
I have no idea. I think we say still. Mansoor and Strowman has been going on for some time.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
I'm not sure. I think it might be. I think it did end at the pay-per-view.
You guide what we're doing here.
Well, let me just check.
Sure.
Let me just check who I've got. Who's got what stamina? Just pop it to the opener.
Ooh, okay.
Well, I know one of my promos I'll do that now. I know one of my promos. I know one.
Here are the people a little bit low on the roster. I feel like we're going to be looking at this through different eyes than we were before for a couple of reasons. This series.
In what sense? Oh, because of
Well, first,
Cardiff.
yeah, because obviously we went to the UK pay per view,
Mm,
and also to be fair, because we did bragging rights as well. So
mm, mm.
a lot's gone on since the last proper episode of this
It
series.
has. It absolutely has.
This is this is the first proper episode of MyGM we've done in like 2 months.
It is, isn't it? I knew it'd been a while, but I actually didn't think it was that long. Do you know the worst thing is? I was thinking about putting Happy Corbin against Nakamura, and I was like, I think I literally just did this. Did I just do that?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Because if not, once that Roberts Sheamus feud has run its course, I've got a naughty idea. I've got a really really naughty idea. But for now, I mean, I know somewhat stamina. Well, I know what one of my matches is going to be. I know what one of my promos is going to be. Can I do my first promo, please?
Yep, sure.
It will be following on from the events of Bragging Rights and his monumental clutch performance to seal the win for Monday Night Raw. He talked about a title shot. He's not going to get it tonight, but he will be lining his sights on one man. Ric Flair is going to call out the Raw Men's Champion, Shawn Michaels.
I've done a little thinking on this.
Mm.
I think that might have been my favourite match of bragging rights, the men's tag
Yeah,
match.
to be honest,
I think
there's a
that
lot of
I
contenders.
think it just told such a story. I thought it was such a great
It
story it was
did. I
told.
mean, I genuinely sort of I felt like as I watched before my eyes, it was like watching an hourglass turned back so that all of those grains of sand that have passed on Ric Flair's career going back and back through the hourglass, and I could almost see the hands of the clock turning back and back and back. It
In,
was like it was like stepping into the past.
in one night, the figure four leg lock has entered the same like bracket as the disarmer of devastating submissions.
You've given me an idea now, but yes, you're absolutely right. It absolutely has. And my other promo, we've already had someone call out the Raw Men's Champion. Don't think that the Raw Women's Champion is going to be safe tonight. She has decimated everybody on this roster. It's fair to say no one has been able to stand up to her. But we've had a woman on this roster who has been doing unbelievable things, whose momentum is just absolutely jet fueled. So Alexa Bliss is gonna throw it all. She's gonna put it all. She's gambling every penny she's got, and she's gonna call out the Raw Women's Champion, the Queen of the Disarmer, the man, Becky Lynch.
I'm liking it. I'm liking it. That's your promo setup for the week. What's next?
Now, I consider this show an opportunity to do two things. The first thing we've sort of partly covered with the promos is set up what we're going to be doing going forward. The second thing, have you ever heard the phrase "turning of the Raw"?
No, because Discord doesn't usually cut it out. So
Turning of the screw.
what was
The
that?
turning of the screw.
Yes, I have heard of that one.
Raw, the way I consider it right now, from a business standpoint, Raw has its screws in SmackDown. We have dug our nails in a bit, but wrestling is a slippery business. The whole of wrestling is a greasy pole. It's a step ladder to the top. It's not one step. It's a process. If you don't keep turning the screw, if you don't keep your nails locked in, you're going to slip and you're going to fall before you even know it. In the blink of an eye, you can lose everything. So we need to be putting on a very, very good show tonight. Which is why my mid card match is going to see we're going to try and kickstart a rivalry that hasn't really managed to get going yet. Samoa Joe is going to be taking on the Hulkster in one-on-one
Oh dear
action.
God. Are we applying any stipulation or
No, that
interference?
will just be a totally normal match.
Okay then.
Now the opener, I just want to go into the menu and have a look and just finalize what I'm going to do here. Let's figure out what's going down. Okay. Yeah, the opener is going to be the opener. Can you? Yeah. Okay, the opener is going to be Cactus Jack and Umaga.
Okay. Any stipulation there?
Can I check what they are each specialize in?
Uh, Cactus likes a double tables match, and we don't know through.
Have these two faced each other in a TLC match?
I don't know. To be perfectly honest, it's been like 2 months. So
I think we're gonna do TLC. We're gonna do TLC.
shit. Okay, he's throwing it. He's throwing the kitchen sink at me.
So
That leaves you with a main event.
the main event. These two I feel a bit sorry for because they've been pushed aside a little bit by the title picture, by what's been going on at Bragging Rights. Although I mean, one of them was part of the team, but he deserves his own chance in the spotlight. He's done so well when he's been on Raw. He's done so well. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Sheamus taking on Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh shit! I'm in danger.
I'm in danger, and it's going to be. Do they? I think it's got to be Extreme Rules. I think it's got to be Extreme Rules. I am debating that for that opener though. The other two are set in stone. I'm debating putting Hogan v Samoa Joe in the opener and then making it and trying to set up a new feud in the mid card, just because I don't want to end up in a position next week where I have nothing established going on. So John, actually, I think I will do that. Cactus and Umaga won't be facing each other this week. My apologies for that sudden change. We're going to move Hogan. We're going to move Joe versus Hulk into the opening spot.
Yep.
And I want to see what's kicking in the mid card. I want to see who it's. So in terms of who I can. So... I mean, they're not in a tag team anymore, so I could do this, or I could do the thing that's really jumping out at me as well. The thing is, I want to do Nakamura versus Happy Corbin. I'm just trying to remember if they've faced each other already.
If they have, it was like once.
No, do you know what? Let's do it again.
They definitely haven't done a feud.
Let's do it again. And I now have a mid card plan for next week as well.
My man's planning ahead. I don't. There you go.
Thank you.
Normal match.
What are they both specialists in? Can you have a check for?
Nakamura is Extreme Rules. We don't know for Corbin.
How much is tables?
$5,000. Yeah, $5,000.
Actually, how much is? No, yeah, tables is fine. We'll do tables.
Tables match. Okay then.
Please.
What else?
That's all my matches done. I want to do my logistics quickly.
Yep.
So stadium, I will be going to the highest stadium I have available at the moment. Please.
The Thunderdome.
The Thunderdome, brother.
The Silver Dome.
The Lightning Dome. Sorry, fuck. I
The
mean the
Super
Thunderdome. I'll be going second.
The Superdome,
Second highest
brother.
crew. Second highest crew.
The stage building, okay.
Yes, please. Thank you. Second highest special effects. Yeah, the third on special effects, not fourth.
Oh, I was to say, yeah, is that counting the one that you haven't bought yet? So advanced lights.
Yeah, advanced lights.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant. And advertisements, I want to go. How much is the highest one?
Highest one is 50 grand.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Okay.
And
what else?
I want to quickly check my rewards and cards. I doubt I'm going to change my card now, to be honest, unless there's something really good in there. But
Oh, what, like the power
oh
cards?
my lord! Oh, that's a really good card. I've just seen it. Oh,
yeah, I don't like this.
yeah,
I really don't like this at all.
Pico Star. Yes, I'm going to buy that. Doing it.
What, like you're using it now?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. I'm just keeping it for now. Can I check the journal to see what my thing is? I doubt I'm going to change my card anyway, unless it's something really.
Okay. Book your least popular available star for a match this week, and the reward is Veto Champ.
Shit. Oh my god, I could fuck you up so bad. I could fuck you up so much. Oh my god. I mean, I did want to use that mid card. I did want to use that mid card match to create a new feud. So,
do you want to know who your lowest star is first?
Yes, please.
Have a look. Also, let me know if you want to look at the free agents. Your lowest. Dana Brooke and Candice LeRae are tied, which is kind of nuts considering the feud they had.
Well, I don't really want to book them again, but it's Veto Champ, for God's sake.
I think as long as you use one of them, it will be okay.
Actually, do you know what? In that case, Dana Brooke is going to take on Asuka in the mid card tonight. If I don't get this Veto Champ, I will be absolutely furious.
It would tell you if you're meeting the condition. So, like, yeah, there you go. Commissioner goal met. So you will get it. Do you want a stipulation?
Are either of them specialists in any given stipulation?
Not that we know of.
That was already going to be a tables match, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll make it a tables. Actually, I mean, it's probably going to be a one-off, so TLC, make it a TLC match.
Jesus Christ!
I am throwing everything at this.
Fair dues. Did you want to look at the free agents?
I will. I don't think I'm going to sign any of them because I've got fuck all money. But
I think you should sign Bobby Lashley for a cool 217 grand.
No. Definitely.
How about Shelton Benjamin for a cool 198 grand?
Shelton Benjamin. Jeez, I think was he not on my roster or your roster? He was on because he's definitely been with one of us, Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, you had him. Yeah. He's one of your many problem childs.
One of my many signings that I didn't really have a plan for. I mean, can I quickly check my my women's division and see if I need either of because there's a couple of.
Got Becky, Alexa, Asuka, Charlotte, Dana, and Candice.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to be signing any of those.
There's just the legends for you. Interesting. I don't know how big a fan you are of the Hurricane.
My guy Shane Helms, what a legend. Oh yeah, for now I'm going to hold. There's maybe one or two things I do need to do, but at the moment I'm fine. That card is fine by me at the moment. I don't think this is going to be as tough on you as you're thinking it is. Like I've booked a decent card, but
I know I am scared of that main event.
Main event could be a massive dub. It is true.
Do you want me to lock that in?
Yes, please. Lock it in.
Alright, let's proceed to SmackDown, where we are kicking off with a tables match. I know who I want to play as. I'm going to play as Drew. Drew McIntyre was, of course, part of the unsuccessful Team SmackDown at Bragging Rights, although it didn't matter in the end. He's kicking off the action tonight. We haven't seen too much of him recently, although he did get a victory back at SummerSlam over Mr. McMahon.
Mr. McMahon.
Drew McIntyre is looking to get back on his way up the ladder. You know, despite past issues, despite past falling short, past failures, he still has his sights set on the Universal Championship.
Yep, and I really do believe this man has every chance of getting his hands on that belt. I'm well known for being a total simp. I'm now a total simp for this man, for reasons that are related to a certain sheep shagging country.
Oh no.
I mean, for someone of his size, the speed, the athleticism, the intelligence of mind for this business that this man has is just ridiculous. You never see it anymore. Nowadays, you never used to see it. Through the whole history of this business, bigger does not usually mean better, but it really does for Drew McIntyre. And I think I'm quite confident tonight that he's going to get a win over Damian Priest.
Well, Damian Priest is making his debut on SmackDown. It's his first in-ring competition. Spit some bars a few weeks ago in his first televised appearance, but this will be his first match as the Archer of Infamy. Lights up the skies and makes his way to the ring. Damian Priest, he's got a lot going for him. Well, much like we were saying with Drew McIntyre, he's a big dude with deceptive speed and agility.
Yeah, I don't know if it's even possible, but that might be what he has to bank on. He might have to just try and outmaneuver Drew tonight. I think that might be the only thing he's got over him. You know, he doesn't have the experience, both in his whole career and on SmackDown. He doesn't necessarily have better, I don't think very many people at all have better wrestling ability, better technique than Drew McIntyre. I really don't know what he's going to do. I mean, he looks the part, he's in great shape, he clearly is, he's the crowd are behind him. I don't really know how he can get a result here, Damian Priest. I just can't see a way for him to get the win. But that being said, you can never predict anything in life and in wrestling.
Well, here we go, two big dudes throwing it down to open up SmackDown as Priest comes off the ropes. The athleticism we were talking about there, but McIntyre was wise to it. Bit of a back and forth in the early goings.
See, SmackDown always has a bit of hope when they open up with two big meaty men slapping meat.
We do love a bit of big meaty men slapping meat on SmackDown. On Raw as well, to be fair, if anything, about the matches of Sheamus and Strowman back in the day or anything to go by.
That's true.
We just love it here on MyGM.
It's true. I mean, there's almost a bit too much sausage in that roster. There's too much meat. But, it seems to be working so far.
Big chop from Drew. And another one, the woos ringing out.
And that just shows his versatility. He can work with pure strikes. He's great with grappling. He's fantastic at holds. And he can make chops look good too. There's basically nothing that Drew McIntyre can't do.
McIntyre going to be the first to vacate the ring. The first to make his way to the tables, which are the focal point of this match. Priest going to intercept him on his way into the ring.
It was such a good pure wrestling contest. I forgot tables were even going to be involved. They're like the anti-Midas touch on SmackDown and Raw. So everything they touch turns to absolute shit.
Shit.
But it's good shit.
McIntyre looking for the Glasgow kiss, doesn't get it. And now a big neck breaker from Priest. Priest, he's holding his own in this one so far. Bit of an unknown quantity, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not flapping. He's not flapping at the big occasion, is it?
He doesn't look out of place to this point in the match as McIntyre with the kip up.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You know, he went to get that table. He gave Drew.
Oh my
and he took his
goodness! The
far too long.
strength of McIntyre. A massive overhead belly to belly.
I was worried for Priest. I thought I saw one of his ankles cannon off one of the turnbuckles, but I think he just avoided it and hit the rope instead. That did not look like a pleasant landing or an enjoyable journey for Damian Priest.
And there's the Glasgow kiss from McIntyre. Priest might... his lights are out. And now Spinebuster to follow up from the Scottish Terminator.
Yeah, you hear kiss and you think, oh, it's something fluffy and innocent. And then you hear Glasgow and you know exactly what to go down.
Ooh, nearly knocking Priest out of the ring, but he was playing a bit possum there.
Yeah, I think he almost over exaggerated how much he was rolling to lure McIntyre in a bit of a false sense of security. Yeah, I think that was what Damian Priest was going there. McIntyre snuck very smartly out of the ring there.
Oh yeah, the exchanges on the outside. Of course, no count outs in this one. Anything goes.
Yeah, and I think you see it with that knee strike there. Drew is just trying to hamper Priest's mobility as much as he can because he knows that if he gets he's got a lot of advantages heading into this already, Drew McIntyre. But if he hampers Damian Priest's ability to move as quick and think as quickly as he can, it really would be over.
McIntyre with a big headbutt stuns Priest, looking perhaps for the future shock. But Priest was wise to it. He's clearly scouted his opponent here tonight.
I think when you've had a while since you've come into the brand, you've been in the back for a while, you get to know the boys, you do your homework, you've got time to do your research.
Deadlift gut wrench out upon by McIntyre has Priest in a bad way. Constant knee strikes to the skull.
I think Priest is
Damian Priest.
Just a little bit dazed here. He doesn't seem to know quite where he is, but maybe he'll have time to recover. I mean, McIntyre's not going for every move one after the other. He's sort of trying to get him in the perfect position for something really devastating that would finish him off. But I think Priest has looked lively today. I think McIntyre could live to regret not finishing him off quickly if he's not careful.
I don't know what McIntyre's playing at here. Just keeps throwing him into that barricade, but it's doing wonders.
I think either Drew McIntyre has found out about the material those barricades are made out of, or he has a deal with the company that produced them, because he is making great use of that barricade tonight. Was that a powerbomb he hit Priest with? That was devastating.
Momentum has now well and truly swung the way of McIntyre. Priest has no idea where he is. And now McIntyre waiting for Priest to get back to his feet. Still steps in hand.
Oh no, this is about to get really, really ugly.
I think he's killed him. I think he's killed him.
I think...
Oh, if he didn't before, he has now.
think I've
Welcome to SmackDown,
Damian Priest.
Damian Priest.
I think I'm starting to get Drew McIntyre's strategy now. I think he's actually intelligent and thoughtful with remembering what this match is all about than I have. He knows it's a tables match. All you have to do is put your opponent through a table once and that finishes it. And if Damian Priest is so out of it as he's going to be after taking those deadly, horrific, heated blows with the steel steps, it's the easiest thing in the world to pick up someone who's prone, who's out of it, and just put them through a table for the win. I think that's what McIntyre is going for right now. And I've got to be honest, it looks like he's going to have no trouble. Priest started out lively, but McIntyre has... Well, we were talking about turning the screw. McIntyre
And there's a
turned 100.
future shock DDT
That's
on the outside.
Case in point.
McIntyre. Oh my god, no, McIntyre. It's the biggest run up you'll ever see! Claymore!
Oh my god. And surely now, all he has to do is pick Priest up and put him through that table. Oh my god. He's showboating, but he's got time. He's got all the
like
time.
a light.
I hate to say it, he's given it everything tonight, but Damian Priest has almost become a non-factor in this. You know, the ring and the stage are getting more of their stuff in than Damian Priest is. That tells you all you need to know about the way. Tells you all you need to know.
And just like that, I'm not sure how the physics on that even worked, but it did. Don't even get any highlights. And at the end of the day, that was a dominant victory for Drew McIntyre.
Yep, that was absolutely dominant, like you said. I feel for Damian Priest because he clearly has ability, he clearly has technique, and he'll bounce back from this. But to be totally, brutally honest with you, he looks completely out of his depth. He was fed to the wall a bit. His first match being against somebody like Drew McIntyre. I think if he works his way up, he starts from the... he'll get somewhere. But that was absolutely horrific for him tonight.
I'll take that.
That's a good rating.
That's alright.
That's
alright.
It was a good match. I think
that's alright.
He told a good story, I tell you what, he told a good...
McIntyre picked up the victory in our opener. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your tribal chief, the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Waiting for a crowd's reaction. Discord cut out, so it just sounded like. Mike,
I'm gonna triple dare you to do this entire Roman Reigns.
promo sans,
Yes,
did you say?
yes.
Absolutely fucking not. Reigns, he has his championship slung over his shoulder. He picks up his mic. He says, "This past Sunday, at bragging rights, you saw what I already knew, that I run this yard. SmackDown remains the island of relevancy because I am the champion in WWE. I crushed Shawn Michaels and sent him back to the retirement home from whence he came. But what I want to address tonight is what happened last week on SmackDown. I want to address injustice. I want to address controversy. That tables match against Pete Dunne was a farce. It was a joke. It was a disgrace. Pete Dunne did not beat me last week. I have not been pinned. I have not been submitted. I am undefeatable. But even within the confines of a tables match, Pete Dunne last week was a joke. And I have the evidence to prove it. Which is why, right now, I would like to call out SmackDown's general manager to reveal the truth of what happened last week. And sure enough, the SmackDown general manager makes his presence known. He appears up on the stage. Roman Reigns is in the ring. Thank you, everyone. Yes, I did win bragging rights. Yes, I did that. That was me.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes, indeed. As Roman so eloquently put it, SmackDown remains the island of relevancy. The only show that matters. And as the fair, impartial, and benevolent general manager of the number one show on SmackDown, I have to follow my gut. I have to follow my instincts. So I had to investigate last week's tables match. You will remember Pete Dunne and Roman Reigns were both atop the turnbuckle last week. Roman Reigns fell through the table and the referee declared it a victory for Pete Dunne. However, following the conclusion of last week's SmackDown, we investigated the ring and we found, mysteriously, that the turnbuckle these two superstars were perched on was coated in oil.
Come on. Boo. Boo.
Roman Reigns
Boo.
also handed over his ring
on.
gear from last week. The boots were inspected, and indeed there was oil on the boots. I have no doubt that Pete Dunne used this to steal a victory, and quite frankly, I do not stand for this on SmackDown, and I therefore declare
it's a smear.
Last week's result to be null and void.
Boo.
And indeed, SmackDown
Boo.
can say that its champion remains unbeaten.
Come on. How can he?
Roman's looking very proud. He's applauding. Thank you for doing the right thing.
Right thing. Boo.
Out of the goodness of your heart.
Right thing. I can't believe this.
Doing the right thing.
Boo. Boo.
Pete Dunne can get to the back of the line
Boo.
and he can stay there.
Boo.
Actually, Roman, I do have something else to add. I do have to overturn the results last week. However, the fact remains that whilst Pete Dunne did not defeat Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns did not defeat Pete Dunne. We need to settle this once and for all.
Oh,
Roman, you will defend the Universal Championship against Pete Dunne
oh my God! Yeah,
at Extreme Rules,
yeah,
because unfortunately,
yeah.
this decision is out of my hands. This comes directly from Triple H himself. I'm
Holy
sorry,
shit!
Roman.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
But if you do not defend that title, it will be taken from you. You will be stripped of the title as per Triple H's orders. And if you mess this up again, I can't help you. Roman Reigns absolutely furious in the middle of the ring. It was an okay promo, but the rivalry grows.
Nice. Can you do me a favor? If someone ever disobeys Triple H, instead of it just being him, can we have like a clip of him doing the Vince McMahon walk to the ring? Can we have that clip of him where he dresses as Vince?
I wish if I just had it saved, then yes.
Understandable.
Alright, well, Peyton Royce, I believe, is making her SmackDown debut against Bianca Belair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, tonight. I obviously can't play this one. I'll simulate the results and I'll give you the lowdown on what happens. Which is, quite frankly, that Bianca Belair gets the victory in her match. But following this, she is viciously assaulted by Rhea Ripley, the former Women's Champions, which ends with Rhea Ripley using the Riptide to put Belair through the announce table. The issue between these two superstars is not yet finished. We go backstage to the locker room of Roman Reigns. He is furious backstage. He's throwing stuff around his locker room. He's punching on lockers. And there's a knock at the door. Open the door, and in walks Jimmy Uso, Roman Reigns' cousin. Uso, I saw what happened. I saw what happened earlier. I had to come out here. I had to come down. I had to support my tribal chief. What I saw, it was disgraceful. You should not be forced to defend that title. It's disgraceful, cuz. Roman goes. He calms, he collects himself. You can see the cogs starting to turn in Roman Reigns' brain. He goes, It is, but it's the head of the table. I will overcome adversity that our bloodline is faced with. I've done it before, we've done it before, do it again. Jimmy puts his hand on Jimmy's shoulder. I know I can trust you. Family. Family does right by family. Family does the right thing. And I know you know what you to do. That's all we get of that interaction. Roman pushes the cameraman out of the locker room, having just now noticed him. Jimmy Uso has arrived on SmackDown and has aligned himself with the Universal Champion. But it's time for our main event. Kevin Owens and Randy Orton going one-on-one. Well, Kevin Owens, he hasn't got going really, has he? on SmackDown. Part of the initial draft, but definitely of all the men drafted to SmackDown in that time, you've definitely seen the least of him. He's definitely made the least impact. That's not for a lack of ability or a want of trying. I just think Kevin Owens has been unlucky. I think he just needs that one win to spark the momentum and to get him going.
Well, what's the old saying? You know, bad times don't last, but bad guys do. And I think that holds very true for Kevin Owens. You know, he's been on a bad run. Even the most talented, even the greatest people go on bad runs. You know, Tom Brady threw bad passes. Pele didn't score in every single game he played. And in the same vein, Kevin Owens is not going to win every match he ever competes in his career. What matters is that he gets back on track as soon as he can, and that he keeps doing what he does best, annoying the hell out of people and putting on a great show inside the squids.
Well, Randy Orton did beat Kevin Owens a few weeks ago to qualify for Team SmackDown, much like McIntyre, a losing effort that night for the Blue brand in that particular matchup. Kevin Owens, I was very surprised to hear just how upset Kevin Owens was to miss out on being on Team SmackDown. I didn't think it was his sort of thing, but he said to me, it was the perfect opportunity for him to get his career back on track. And at the end of the day, he appreciates SmackDown sticking with him through some of his lower points, and he wanted to repay that faith. He wanted to repay that loyalty. He understood why he wasn't picked, but it's eating him away. So he's asked for another shot against the Viper to kind of right those wrongs, I guess. And that's going to be our main event tonight on SmackDown. Well, Madge, who is getting the win in this one?
You know what? It goes against logic. It goes against recent form, and it goes against what you would probably expect. But I really think Kevin Owens could do something quite dangerous here. I think he could actually pick up the win. You know, I mean, he's got that deadly stunner in his arsenal, and I think partly because of the difference in experience and the difference in the different points that their careers are at, but also just because he's so desperate. Like you said, he was upset about missing out on the SmackDown Survivor Series team. The SmackDown team for bragging rights. I think that is going to imbue him with a hunger that Randy Orton just might not be able to match tonight.
Well, it didn't seem to work out for him in the very immediate starts of the match. Owens just throwing himself into it, but Orton remaining calm, remaining collected. He's ready for Owens in this one. Oh, blow! That'll put Owens in the driver's seat right there. Owens comes flying out of the blocks in the early goings here.
Just got to be careful though. I mean, when you're missing big strikes against Randy Orton, he's been lucky in this case, but I think if he...
Well, when you're hitting moves like that springboard moonsault, that was beautiful.
I mean, it's always going to help your cause, isn't it?
Orton, though, you can never count him out. One swift motion. Oh, Randy Orton, look at him. Absolutely no respect for the prize fighter in this one.
Not that he's not got respect for Kevin Owens, it's just that he doesn't give a damn about what happens to him. He doesn't care about his well-being. The way he dropped him into that top turnbuckle.
Also, just taking a moment to pose the signature pose. Randy Orton. Owens with a drop kick deposits Orton on the outside. Oh, Owens taking a moment to strike a little pose of his own, maybe mocking the Viper there. Very dangerous game to play though. Ooh, I think Randy Orton might have busted his nose on the apron there. Well, remember, just underneath the apron there is a metal pole running around the edge of the ring. They call it the hardest part of the ring for a reason. blow there from Owens as well. Orton could be in trouble. No, Owens only gets a 1 off of that one. Oh, Orton. Classic Orton, stomping on every part of the body. Owens is prepared for it on that occasion. Orton now, what's he looking for here? Posits Owens onto the apron. Don't know what Owens is looking for there, but it doesn't connect. A lot of this match taking place on the outside of the ring. Needs to be careful here, Owens. As does Orton. Dangerous things happen when you're outside the ring. Now heads to the top rope. Thinks better of it though. It's back into the ring. Orton! I think Orton was looking for the RKO and Owens caught him just ahead of schedule. Orton gets out of that one. Looking for an RKO. Owens counters it. Saw it coming too early to hit a crafty fighter like Owens with the RKO. Orton now has started to find his way in this one, starting to find his flow, but Owens catches him on that one and drops him with a super kick. Orton's down. Owens now looking to capitalise with a frog splash. A 1, 2, and Orton gets the shoulder up on that one. Beat down now of Orton. Owens is lining something up here. There's the cannonball, a signature maneuver of Kevin Owens, and suddenly, oh no, just so I went to say it, just to say that Kevin Owens looked nicely in control. Orton gets straight back into it. Orton again, stomping away. But Owens! And again looking for the RKO. And again Owens catches him. Owens looking bright, looking sharp. He's prepared for the RKO at every turn. He just stomps away at the body of Orton, returning the favour a little bit, but much more aggressive than the calculated shots we saw Randy delivering earlier on in the match. Devastating headbutt from Orton. Orton again feeling his way back into this contest. Well, a bit of a slugfest here between these two as Orton. Vintage Orton with the backbreaker. Gets a 2 from that one. Ooh, that big boot sends Orton flying. Orton now dumped to the outside. Owens with a swanton. Orton looks to be out. Owens, the fresher man, hasn't had a match for a while. Orton constantly in matches, on the other hand. Orton now looking to strike. Owens too quick for him though. Owens, he has a plan and he's looking to execute it. Package pile driver through the table. Orton could be out.
Well, I picked a good time to come back.
Yeah, it's pretty devastating.
No.
Orton in trouble. Owens looks to capitalise. Doesn't, because physics in this game.
They do not work.
Does this time! Oh! Orton counters it!
Oh my god, it was...
Orton turns it into a Hurricane Runner!
Oh, wow, he does that often from Randy Orton. That was really impressive.
Orton. What's he looking for here? Owens is in a very precarious position. Orton! RKO from the top rope. Ow! I can't believe that. It's a rope break. And it's a rope break again.
He spent so long setting up that move. He got him to the top rope. He got Owens to the top rope, maneuvered it perfectly, hit it perfectly, and a veteran like Randy Orton didn't think to move him away from the ropes to pin him. And then the worst part is he did it the exact same way again, right afterwards.
Orton lining up for an RKO. Owens gets out. Stunner!
Oh my god.
A stunner from Owens. 1, 2,
Oh my god.
3.
Oh my god, I don't believe it.
What a climax to this one. Orton had the match won. And an uncharacteristic lack of ring awareness costs the 14-time world champion, and Owens gets a colossal victory.
Here is your winner, Kevin.
Not many people can say they took a top rope RKO and still won the match. Arguably, that's less down to Kevin Owens than it is to so much as it is to Randy Orton. But Owens still got the job done.
Really, it's down to those funny things we call ring ropes. Oh wow! Oh wow! That's very harsh. Wow.
I mean, the mid card was the weakest match, so I'm not too worried.
Yeah, that does help.
Alrighty, we're heading over a Monday night. So I let my colleague take the stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Monday Night Raw. We've got an amazing show, a jam-packed card full of action for you this evening. And wait a minute, there's someone coming down the rampway? Is that the general manager? He's coming into the ring.
Shit! Oh shit!
He's coming into the ring. He's dressed in his ring attire, and he's got a microphone. I think he's telling the ring announcer to get out the ring. He's supposed to be alone, pacing up and down the ring, and I think he wants to speak. He wants to speak his mind. First off, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another epic episode, Monday Night. It's a pleasure to have you back here in the Thunderdome. Sorry, I mean the Lightning Dome. No, sorry, I mean it is. Sorry about that. I'm sure anyone who watched that debacle at Bragging Rights last week knows what I'm here to talk about. And I was originally going to do the right thing, have some dignity, act like an adult, and keep my words close to my chest. I didn't want to say my piece tonight. But I do like to take pity on the poor and downhearted. I do sometimes like to tune into Friday Night SmackDown when I feel like I need a bit of an ego boost. And the first thing I see is that absolute slimy little weasel of a general manager, a disgrace to this business, this sport. I see him run his mouth. He's talking about, I won Bragging Rights. I got a great win. And, you won the match. Never mind the fact that I kicked your ass from pillar to post, from one side of the ring to the other. Big Florida man. Your overgrown lapdog showed up. But I sat and I looked through this and I thought, I've got it. I had my light bulb moment. Because at Bragging Rights, you had your enforcer in the ring. And next time we have a little tango, mine. Because I've got my enforcer back. And ladies and gentlemen, his name is Roman.
Oh, sorry, could you repeat that? We had to censor the name of the enforcer. It was too disgusting. It was so horrific.
You might have wished I never spoke this name. You might have wished the censor bar stayed up when I say this man's name. His name is Braun Strowman.
God.
And I think in the back of my head, I think I heard a man's heartbeat just start to go a little bit faster. Because you might have the big dog, the head of the table, but do you have a man who towers over every other living thing in this arena? Do you have a man who makes grown men tremble and cower in absolute pants-wetting fear? Roman Reigns, he's like you. He's got a big ego, talks a big game. He likes himself an awful, awful lot. Hey, you might even say he loves himself. But you can't love with a broken heart. And next time me and you get in that ring, I'm gonna tear you apart. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have got chills. We didn't know this was happening. We had no idea the general manager was going to come and make an announcement. He didn't forewarn any of us. He didn't forewarn the crowd. And I don't think he forewarned the SmackDown general manager. But we will get back to our regularly scheduled programming. We've got the renewal.
Oh, hang on.
Wait a minute.
The SmackDown general manager has actually just put out a tweet.
Oh my God.
Following that. It's just in all caps. It just says, it just keeps going until it hits the character limit. I don't know about you, that does not sound like the tweet of a sane man.
No, Well, speaking of things everyone likes to laugh at on Twitter, we've got Hulk Hogan, and he will be
Hey!
he will be facing some in our opener tonight.
Guys, if there's one thing we can do here on the Paper Emblem and Majima play MyGM, it's segues.
I thought we were about to say it's poke fun at Hulk Hogan.
That's also something that we do quite well.
We are exceptionally good at segues. We're probably we're probably better at making fun of Hulk Hogan than segues, but it's like low hanging fruit at this point. It really is.
Who am I taking in this one match?
They've already faced each other, haven't they?
I believe they have.
I think Samoa Joe got the win, didn't he?
I think he did.
I think it's time for you to take control of the Hulkster then.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
I'm not putting that over. I'm not putting myself.
Samoa Joe. Oh, shit, no, wait, no, it's Hulk Hogan. Amazonian Joe. It's time for you to know. Wait, no, that's The Rock. Don't say your prayers. And eat your vitamins. What you gonna do when these 70-something-year-old pythons run wild on you?
My pythons might be floppy, but my political game ain't, dude. And you better listen to me, Sammy Joseph.
Joe. Sorry.
Yep. To be honest,
Can we talk about
man,
how much of an absolute unit Samoa Joe is?
Yeah, I was literally about to say he is built like a reversing truck. And that truck is reversing so it can drop Hulkamania off a cliff and kill it forever. He had, you might be asking why he has that towel. I asked him the same because I noticed he's been carrying it a lot. And he just fixed me with this dead-eyed, cold stare of a man who doesn't have any regard for human life. And he looked me straight in the eye and he said, I've got this towel so that when I'm done with Hogan, I can mop the blood off his brow. I then asked him if he was doing that so he could sell it on eBay, and on unrelated news, I have a crippling head injury, so I apologise if I sometimes go silent. I'm still trying to get used to the effects of having my head battered in by a large man from...
Now, we know that MyGM is unrealistic because Hulk Hogan is not in the main event.
True, and he also did the job to somebody in this series, so it's completely unrealistic.
Have you seen the stats on like how often Hulk Hogan lost? Because like it is actually insane how little he's lost. I think he's lost something like 17 matches.
Yeah, before he went over to before he went over to Warrior at WrestleMania, that was the first time in like 5 years he'd been pinned clean in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, and even then he had to kick out after the 3 count.
I actually spoke to the Hulkster earlier this evening because obviously I spoke to Samoa Joe. I also want to get both sides of the story always, and I asked him for some sound bites and he gave me some really good ones. He said, "Do you want to know why I was never a big fan of American football, dude? Because when you kick the ball at a field goal, it goes over, and that doesn't work for me, man."
I was like, where the fuck is he going with this? Do you know what I really hate?
Someone told me the other day. They said they showed me that. And he had a dog called Rover, so I had that little bastard put down.
Yeah. You want to know something that really upsets me?
Yeah.
Is that as much as I hate him, I quite like Hulk Hogan's theme.
It's a great theme. Do you want to know a controversial opinion?
Yeah.
I actually prefer his WCW theme from when he was a face to his WWE one.
I honestly cannot say that I remember it.
Fair enough. I mean, it's literally just a rip-off, but I just prefer it because it's just a man literally physically abusing an electric guitar for like 5 minutes. So quite good.
Hulk Hogan, he's still got it apparently. Whatever it was that he had in the first place.
He does still got it because that's the only reason he's getting booked, because he has some kind of dirt on the Raw GM, I would presume.
Oh, that's interesting. What dirt does Hulk Hogan have on you, brother?
I don't know.
I'm very intrigued to know.
What dirt would he have on? That's a good question. No, Joe, what it is? He gets me a 50% discount at the fake tan supplier, so I can look good for my matches. And I feel like I really can't. I really can't let.
You might want to get a refund on that.
Probably. No, it's fine. I chose not to honor my Irish heritage. I chose not to because if I
He
looked
probably. I reckon the dirt is that he knows you like Scottish football.
You listen to me, brother. I knew you unironically watched Dundee United play mother, dude. And if you don't want that to come out into the public,
Hang on, Joe, working away at the leg of the Hulkster.
I think he's just going to target the knees, going to target the back. He's going to target those areas. I mean, we know that from his unique finishing maneuver and from his pure simple wear and tear of the body after such a physical career as wrestling, he's been at it for so long. Hulk has. We know that he's damaged his leg almost irreparably, and his back is not in much better shape either. So I think Samoa Joe, that is smart. That is very, very smart to be targeting the weak areas of Hulk Hogan's anatomy.
I mean, to be fair, I think these days, I think maybe any part of Hulk Hogan's anatomy.
Now all he has to do is hit him in the balls and target his 0.5-inch micro penis, and then we've completed it.
Honestly, a low blow against Hulk Hogan, I think we get the biggest pop I've ever seen in my life.
Probably. Everyone who has ever been insulted by Hulk Hogan likes that one, so everyone likes that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually trying to think if is there anyone who Hulk Hogan didn't have some sort of issue with at some point, and do you know who the only person is?
Okay.
The Ultimate Warrior, and that says literally everything I need to say. It literally says everything.
Jeez. Man. Go for the leg again.
He really is targeting that leg. I mean, again, it's an intelligent strategy. I think this thing Hulk aims to get through all of his matches with the power of the Hulksters, the strength of Hulkamania, the prayers, the vitamins, and the training, and it served him well for a long time, as has his ability to bend Vince McMahon over his knee. But I mean, I think Samoa Joe is part of that new breed of. Oh, is he busted open? Did he bust Hulk open?
I don't
couldn't
think so, but he definitely took him off his feet.
Well,
Joe.
There's about to be a bit of extra red with the yellow. No, but as I was saying, Samoa Joe, he is a technical, tactical wrestler. He's bringing in battle strategies to every match. He's considering which part of his opponent's offense, which area of their body is weakest, and he's exploiting that. He's focusing on it. He's using specific maneuvers to wear down his opponents, like he was with the knee and to some extent the back of the Hulkster. I mean, it really is an interesting clash of new versus old, modern day versus classic wrestling here. Well, classic in one sense of the word, anyway.
Oh, the disrespect from Hogan.
Oh, he stepped right on his face. That was not what you expect to see from the squeaky clean.
Well, not the squeaky clean anymore, is he? He's turned his back on the fans. He said as much.
It's true. We need to remember that this is a Hulkster who now hates the fans as much
as
every other living being in this business. Oh, yep, he's.
I think him mocking the fans as well.
Yeah, he's in.
Where are your cheers now? He says.
He's getting a sick kind of pleasure out of this, Hogan. And the pleasure is that at the moment it is all going his way. I mean, I think Samoa Joe made pretty light work of him last time, but this is not looking like an easy job in the slightest. Things are very, very different this time round. Not even a 2 count. I mean, if there's a second win, then Hulk Hogan has certainly found it. You see he's relying a lot on strikes and chops, but I think he's got to be careful, because if it's a straight battle of strikes, chops, blows, and hard-hitting offense, then you have to give it to Samoa Joe every day of the week. There's very few people who can outmaneuver him.
Joe with the strikes again! Laying out the Hulkster, dude.
I've got crippling head trauma, man. And that was a slightly better 2 count from Joe, but it wasn't really ever looking like it was going to put Hogan away.
What's your thoughts on AEW's game? Don't really know much about it, to be honest. Haven't seen a lot.
Is it out? Is it out?
Ooh, big oh my god, Joe just hanging up on all 3 of the ropes there.
I think, to be honest, if that game's still in development, they should really stop focusing on it and sort out, like, get their own house in order first. That would be my opinion. But then again, I guess they might need the income from it or something.
Do you know what I've noticed, Madge, whilst you were looking at that?
Yeah.
Hogan has a unique animation for bouncing off the ropes, which is quite cool.
I didn't actually notice that. What is the unique animation?
It's the one that is like how he actually does it in real life.
Oh,
That's quite cool.
that is pretty cool.
Hogan went for the big boot. Joe wasn't there. Back and forth between these 2. A big headbutt from Hogan. They're ascending to the top. Don't see this often. Hogan looking for a superplex. Oh no.
Wait. Oh no. He's.
Oh no, Hogan's had an aneurysm.
Oh, those leg drops are catching up to me, brother.
Hogan.
Here he goes.
Hogan, please.
Samoa, can you please wake up and just like, can you just turn the key on his back to wake him up a little bit, please?
So, how's your day?
Yeah, my day's been good, you know.
Yeah, my day's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's been nice. Better than Hulk Hogan's, apparently.
I'm feeling a lot like the referee at the moment.
Is Joe actually going to get up?
I don't think Hogan's like slowly moving into the. Oh my god, there he is!
Oh no. He's done it! He's done it!
The fact that Joe got out of the way of that kills me.
He missed. To be fair, I don't think Hogan could have telegraphed what he was going to do anymore. Like,
Can I throw the match? He deserves to lose after that. Oh, that might be blood on Hogan. That
was blood. I think I just saw it. Wow. If this doesn't get 5 stars, I need to talk with Dave Meltzer.
6 stars in the Tokyo Dome.
Oh, did you see what actually did get 5 stars?
What?
Gunter v Sheamus.
Did it actually?
Yeah, it got 5 stars.
Nice.
To be honest, it's funny because when I was watching it, I thought it was fantastic, but it wasn't even necessarily outright the most obviously, like the obvious best match on that whole card, which says a lot for how good that show actually was. It was really, really good.
Oh, there's the big boat.
Let's see if I can find his other ratings.
Hang on.
Oh no.
I wonder if it's because the referee is getting in the way.
Maybe. I wonder if it's just a glitch with the big boot specifically. It's fine. Just give him a minute. He'll understand.
Yeah, so Hogan wanted to give us the chance to have a look at those ratings.
Yeah, I'll get him up. Okay, so first match, Moss and Street Profits versus.
And this time he gets.
Nice.
Let's end this dumpster fire.
Please just get the pin.
Thank you.
Nice. I see.
Alright, well, go on.
I want to see my own rating first.
I mean, I'll tell you when it comes up.
Cheers. So, Moss and Street Profits versus Alpha Academy and Austin Theory is 3 1/4 star. Bailey, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky versus Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Alexa Bliss was 4 stars. Gunther versus Sheamus was 5. Liv Morgan and Shayna Baszler was 3.25 stars. I thought actually that probably could have been a 3, but that's fair. Edge, Rey, and Finn Balor. Edge and Rey Mysterio versus Finn Balor and Damian Priest was 3.75 stars. Seth Rollins v Matt Riddle was 4.25 stars, and Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre was 4.5. I think those are actually very fair ratings.
They seem unusually high for him, but yeah.
I think it was a really good show. I really think
it was a really good show.
Matches were all really good. Like you couldn't.
Yeah, well, I struggled to pick an outright favourite match.
I genuinely think Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre is just let down by the ending. But that's literally the only thing that wasn't booked perfectly by that match. And the Tyson Fury segment, which was actually, it turns out that was actually televised, which I think was
It was.
Yeah, which I think was an awful decision.
Yeah,
I
that was
really
really
think
weird.
that shouldn't have been. That shouldn't. I argue it should have even been done rather than televised. But like, I think apart from that, it was basically perfect. Oh my god, this is going on so long. What the fuck? Oh my god, has he actually had an aneurysm? I think he's had an aneurysm. He's had an aneurysm that's given him Korsakoffs and locked him in the.
Oh my god, no!
in the
Hogan's not allowed. He's not allowed to win another match. He eats up too much of the time.
Yeah, God, I want to release him from his contract. I'll release him from his contract, and I'll be like,
He's still going. He's still going.
No.
There we go. Jesus Christ, that was not a 3-star match.
I'll take 3 stars. That's good enough. And at least it grew
Right.
average. That's a good start. I'll take that.
I do think that's probably the right call. I do think Sheamus Gunther was probably the best match of the night.
Yeah, overall, as a match, I would probably agree with that. I prefer Reigns and McIntyre, but that's more as an experience than a pure.
Yeah, that one was just a moment.
The atmosphere was. I genuinely think that must be one of the best atmospheres in wrestling ever, let alone like WWE or like just on the show. Like it was
so good.
It was magical, genuinely magical.
Speaking of magical, we just got all the old timers in on Raw at the moment, so I'll hand this over to you.
So we have the inimitable, the indomitable, the timeless icon, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and after his incredible all-time classic showing, where he single-handedly turned that entire match around. With only himself, his pure ability, and the figure 4 leg lock. And now, following on from what he said at the end of that match, in the post-media scrum, about wanting to challenge Shawn Michaels for that WWE Raw Men's Championship, he's got more words to grace us with tonight. And he comes down to the ring, he's styling and he is profiling. And he grabs that mic with that little bit of flutter, that little bit of flair that we know him for, and he puts it to his lips. MyGM! Woo! They all thought I was out of the game. They all thought I was done. But I showed them all the power of the figure 4. Power. Woo! And now it's time. I've got one man. Shawn Michaels. All these years you had it your own way. These years you had everything you ever wanted. The boy with a silver spoon. Well, I'm gonna take it right out and shove it up your ass, pal. If you're as big a man as you say you are. Hell. You take that belt, you go to Extreme Rules, and you face me 1-1 to see who really is the greatest. Woo! Short, sweet, and to the point from the Nature Boy.
Well, of course, a Ric Flair promo is going to get an excellent rating. I don't know why we bother.
It's ironic because it was the worst promo I've ever done on this series, but it did the job, and it was a Ric Flair promo. So, like, he literally could have talked about like the waning influences on the stock market, and it would have been great. But we have a bit of a unique bit of a matchup that, despite a lot of women's action, we've never seen this one before. It's TLC, so that's going to spice things up a little bit as always. Now, Dana Brooke, she seemed down and out on Monday Night Raw. She seemed like she had no real future. You know, she was getting battered by Candice LeRae every week. Candice LeRae had her number. But then there was that Hell in a Cell match. And something seemed to light up in Dana Brooke. There was a fire lit in her heart. And she just absolutely tore Candice LeRae to shreds. Which is impressive. It's all well and good. But the question is, can she take that extra step up, and can she match up with the likes of my wife, Asuka? Find out tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's next on Monday Night Raw.
Who am I playing as?
Fuck it, Dana Brooke.
Oh shit!
Fuck it.
Are we about to see a massive upset? To be fair, we've seen a bit of Dana Brooke in this series.
Yeah.
We had a bit of a classic series with Candice LeRae.
It actually turned out much better than I expected. And I think it was helped by the fact that she managed to get out a massive win in the last match. Like, she basically transformed the whole landscape of that series, and really she transformed the whole landscape of her time on Monday Night Raw, because otherwise I think she would have been stuck with nowhere to go. But you know, I'm a man of evidence, right? I'm a man of pure, cold, hard facts. And it's all well and good beating somebody who is at your level, but once you've beaten someone who's at your level and there's no one, you need to take a step up. You need to get to a higher level. And that higher level is going to be a massive test for Dana Brooke. The question is, can she do it, or will she just... Or is it a flash in the pan? Is it a one-off? Is it a fluke? And no matter what happens, you know that Dana Brooke will be desperate to prove that she can make it on the red brand.
Well, you'd have to say that Asuka is the overwhelming favourite in this one, but it is a TLC match, so the unexpected is not that implausible. It's not about pins, it's not about submissions, it's about climbing up the ladder.
That is exactly it. You've hit the nail on the head. And also, a match it's not just something that you write down on paper and run through a simulation. It's a moment. There's a human factor in every single minute of a wrestling match. You know, maybe when two people are thrown together, if one of them's better on paper, the underdog might have more fight, might have more hunger and determination on the day. The underdog might just be able to suss out what their opponent's going for. They might be able to find a good counter to their style in the ring. I think Dana Brooke is going to have to do that, because she is faced with one of the best women's wrestlers in the world, arguably one of the best wrestlers in the world, period. I
was literally about to jump in and say possibly the best wrestler in the world.
She is up there, and she's been up there in that conversation for a long time. That's not a new thing. But it's like I said, in wrestling, you know what you can predict, you know what you expect, but you never know what you're going to get.
Time to get this one underway. TLC, let's go. Asuka taking control of this one in the early going. Whoa. Playing some mind games there, sliding through the legs of Dana Brooke to get out of the ring.
Well, that was an incredible maneuver. And she makes it look so easy. She didn't even hesitate. She didn't stop for a second. It's like as natural as opening a door. That was fantastic from Asuka. Brilliant stuff.
Well, Asuka going up to the top early on in this one. Could we be about to see a quick end to this contest?
I mean,
Dana's going to meet her at the top of the ladder.
Ambitious, you've got to give her that, but it's... I mean, Dana Brooke She's not perfect, but she sure as hell ain't stupid. Look at those blows to the torso of Asuka, right to the midsection.
Dana Brooke with an elbow drop off the top of the ladder.
Oh my god. Oh my lord.
We are 30 seconds into this match and the crowd are chanting, "This is awesome."
Well, that's a pretty good omen for me. I mean, that was pretty awesome. The start of this match has been pretty fantastic. Arguably one of the best we've had on, well, the best we've had on Raw, I would say, this evening.
Asuka able to avoid the disaster there.
It was just a bit too quick for Dana there. I mean, I think Dana maybe is trying to push her advantage a little bit too much too early. You know, she's trying to sort of get everything in on Asuka, but
Good German suplex there from Dana. Sorry, from Asuka to Dana, I should say.
yeah, Asuka's starting to toy with Dana Brooke a little bit, just tease her. You know, starting to. I mean, Dana Brooke's got to be careful. She doesn't let things get completely turned around. She doesn't let Asuka turn it into too clinical and too easy. Because there's one thing to lose when you put up a good fight, but it's another thing to get totally dismantled when you've come into this with a lot of momentum. That would be devastating for Dana Brooke.
Big shot there from the Empress.
Ooh, I've just seen that here. Devastating right hand that was. Oh, she's got the ladder as well. I was worried for Dana Brooke before she put that ladder down. Seriously.
Dana Brooke is in a bad way at the moment. Oh, hang on, catching Asuka in mid-air.
Wait,
I'm gonna dump her to the outside.
that is bold when you're against someone so experienced and so respected. Bold move to make, and it could be a dangerous
Dana
thing to
wasting too much time though. Asuka gonna get back into the ring quick. Dana hasn't noticed and has gone to the top, and it's cost her.
Oh. Yeah, she wasn't. Oh, that was brutal from Asuka. She didn't take any chances, didn't try and get up there and make it a one-on-one. She just shoved the ladder over.
Hang
Danger.
on. Oh!
Away.
Neck breaker!
Oh, let's have a look.
I don't know about the chair and the ladder, whether or not it connected with those.
I think it was more her shoulder hitting her head, but that would still not have felt pretty for Asuka.
Unbelievable that. Big chair shot. And again heading to the top.
Oh no, I thought she was about to have a Hulk Hogan moment there. Great reach to get the briefcase. But Asuka's right up there with her.
Hang on.
Wait a minute. What's happening? What? Oh my god, she's...
Oh, off the top!
Oh my god.
Both women crashing to the canvas below.
My god, I've just seen that. I tell you what, though, if Dana can get up, this might be an incredible opportunity. I don't know.
Dana has a chance here to win the contest.
My god.
Asuka just... I was going to say Asuka isn't moving, but there she is. Dana's just taking a little bit too long.
Too long with that briefcase, yeah. Oh, it's so...
And falls down.
That's so unfortunate for Dana Brooke. That is such a... done so well. Oh, but could Asuka be about to snatch it? She's going up, going up. Oh, could it...
And Asuka gets the win.
Yeah. I think as soon as you saw Dana was taking so long to get up, and as soon as you saw Asuka go straight up that ladder, you know. Oh, but it was such a great showing, wasn't it, from Dana Brooke? She did so well. I mean, she had the better of Asuka for a long, long time in that match. I think, Joe, it's just Asuka's conditioning has shown through there. It's pure bad luck from Dana Brooke. It's no lack of effort, no lack of ability or technique or intensity.
Okay.
Asuka
What the
is,
fuck?
Asuka is so well conditioned. Oh my fucking god. I can't believe it. I should have had this as the opener. What the fuck? It didn't even start a rivalry. But what can I do? What can I
Man, this fucking game, I swear to God.
what can I actually do? I'm getting shit on for making logical choices, but I can't really complain because this show has been a rousing success so far. Speaking of rousing, Alexa Bliss has been on quite a tear recently, hasn't she? She has been seeing off all comers, and I suppose there's been a lot of talk online and a lot of talk in the boardrooms and the offices of Monday Night Raw about whether she in the women's division might be the best of the rest. And you know what that makes her? When you're the best of the rest, you've got to go up
The
against
first
the
of the
best.
losers.
Maybe. That's certainly how our Raw Women's Champion will be viewing it. But she's not exactly had a. She's had it at a canter. But we are hit. Wait, hold on. I'm just getting reports. I'm hearing that Alexa Bliss wants to come out and say something. I mean, this.
People saying stuff on a wrestling show.
Wow, I know. A promo, guys, crazy. Not that we have one of those earlier.
Unheard of.
Ridiculous. But I mean, ladies and gentlemen, don't take your eyes off. Don't turn away because this could be the match that ignites the powder keg in this Raw Women's division. Alexa's she takes some time to blow some kisses to the fans, waves, does her thing, but she's down the rampway, she's in the ring, and she's got a microphone. I mean, we better listen in and see what Alexa Bliss has to say. These last few months have been some of the hardest, not just of my whole professional wrestling career, but my whole life. There's been so many moments where whether I've won, whether I've lost, whether I didn't even get a match during the show, I've been sat in the dressing room, and after I've unlaced my boots, taken off my gear, I would just look down and I would think and ponder, what am I doing here? Where am I going? Is this really for me? Should I really stay on Monday Night Raw? Do I need to go and find a better opportunity, something that can catapult me to the stratosphere? And then one day, when I was thinking and sitting, it came to me. I thought about that word, stratosphere. I looked to the heavens, and I saw the queen of this Raw division right before my eyes. And the first thing I saw was that glimmering golden belt. I reached my fingers out. I could feel it. And I knew that was it. That's what I need to get back on track, to get my life back in order, to be a winner, to be a champion. But I had to prove myself first. There's no such thing as being entitled to this or that in life. You have to earn everything. So I went through everybody else in this division, and I beat every single one of them. And I feel pretty confident coming out here and saying right now, by rights, that makes me entitled to a shot at that belt and a shot at Becky Lynch. And I know I've seen what she's done. I've seen that disarmer. I know what she can do to the women in this division. I know why she's had that belt uninterrupted since day one. But sometimes misery is bliss.
Oh, damn, okay. Excellent promo, and the rivalry starts.
Yes, I was really worried because I don't think Alexis has a great promo rating in this game.
I think she has a level 4.
Was it level 4? For some reason I thought I saw 2. Just be completely losing.
No, I'm pretty sure she's level 4.
That would be the third aneurysm we've witnessed on Monday night, I think, today. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I almost don't want to take the camera away from Alexa Bliss right now, but our time with her is up, and we move on to our main event. We have the two nuttiest geezers, the two maddest men who ever did mad things in a wrestling ring. And one of them is literally carrying an actual snake, and he might still not be saying out of the. You need to know. Sheamus loves an Extreme Rules match, but will he love an Extreme Rules match against Jake the Snake Roberts? Only time will tell. Find out tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Who am I taking?
You know what? You're taking Jake the Snake.
Okay. Alright.
Sheamus's record might be one of the best in this entire division. I think it might be the best, actually.
I mean, surely it's not long till he gets a title match.
There's every
Surely. Speaking as an outsider.
I will never say about any getting it. Deserved it if they earned it, and he is very much doing everything in his power to show that he should be up there in that title picture.
Is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring.
Sheamus has been one of the flagship names of MyGM so far.
67 pounds.
He's been around the block a few times in this series, and every single time it's a barnstormer.
Yeah, and just besides even the extreme aspect of taking that picture, he has been Mr. Consistency on the Red Show. You know, he's like from the very first week. I think it might be the first match of the entire series. He gave us an absolute all-time classic. I mean, the rating not reflect how legendary that match was. He
shit!
He suplexed Braun Strowman, the Raw General Manager's enforcer, and broke the ring.
I completely forgot about that until this exact moment, and that was fucking iconic.
And it got 2.5 stars because it wasn't the Tokyo. But anyway.
249 pounds.
We're talking a lot about Sheamus. We focused a lot on him, and rightfully. What about this man? I mean, is he a man? Sometimes when you look at the cold stare in his eyes, you look at the sheer disgust. The way he looks down at every other living thing, except his beloved Damien, of course. You almost wonder if when his brain was wired, when he put together, something didn't go quite right when God made Jake the Snake Roberts. Sometimes he almost looks more like some kind of sadistic alien than a human being. But then you remember what he's been through in his life. I mean, people have to overcome obstacles. Everyone has struggles, but the way this man has struggled, he's struggled with the spirit of hell itself to overcome some of the worst obstacles any man ever faced. And you look at the shape he's in now. You look at the way he can still talk so eloquent, use words so finely. You really realise he is one of the all-time greats, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Underway in this one, and it's just as aggressive as you would expect, just as aggressive as you.
Yeah, and I mean, it would be aggressive enough if they were just put in a ring with no stipulations, but this is an Extreme Rules match, so it is going to play to, depending on how you look at it, the best and or worst tendencies of both of these men. But it's not going to be boring to watch, I can tell you that much for free. And Sheamus.
Roberts taking the early ascendancy, just choking the life out of Sheamus there.
Sheamus is being absolutely rocked here. I mean, I don't think he's ever had someone come at him this intensely and this quickly. I think for him it's almost unheard of.
Crowd chanting, "We want tables." There's a table in the ring.
Got them. They've already got them. Oh, Jake having a bit of trouble getting into the ring there, but Roberts recovered really, really well.
We're wasting no time in this one. Let's get the big boy toys out. Here we go. Here we go.
Whips out Damien. You know what? You know what would be an amazing finishing move?
What?
If for his finishing move, Jake sets them up on the corner, and then he gets Damien out of the bag, and he does a Bronco Buster. You could call it the two snakes.
I hate you. I hate you more than I think I've ever hated anything in my life.
Then you hate me almost as much as Sheamus probably hates Jake the Snake right now.
Through the table.
That was perfectly
This
fine.
one's been.
My commentary just came right as Sheamus went through the table about how much he
Yeah.
hates Jake the Snake. Accurate.
Ben's fighting back. Oh my god, I have no idea what Sheamus was going for there, but it did not connect.
And the story of his whole match, isn't it, really? Like, it's just absolutely...
It's so one-sided as Roberts heads to the top.
Like, I think at any point...
Ooh, that might be the turning point.
Let's have a look. Oh, God, yeah. His face absolutely smacked off the cold steel of that ladder.
One shot and Sheamus just drops.
I think he's just so worn out that the lightest, the most glancing blow is just do him in. Sheamus, that's the position that he's in, right? And as horrible as it is, he's kind of got to just get used to it.
Sheamus needs to get back into this one and quickly. And this is how we do it. High cross!
Oh my god.
Doesn't get anything off it though. He's done no damage to Roberts whatsoever.
I mean, that's the only thing he's really hit him with. You can't expect Jake Roberts, who is so well conditioned and so intelligent. You can't really expect him to go down just purely to that. Can?
Well, this might do the trick. Multiple. Oh, the brogue kick!
Good.
Out of nowhere!
Oh my god.
And Roberts just gets the shoulder up. That could have been it.
I mean, to get your shoulder up after the brogue kick is unbelievably impressive in itself. But when he's also hit you with the cross, it's practically miraculous. I mean, Sheamus must be one God's abandoned him at this point and joined the Snake. What's he trying to hit from the top rope?
Sheamus now from a deadlift position with a power slam, and suddenly Sheamus is in the ascendancy in this one.
Yeah, I mean, he's turned it around. So how the hell does he do it?
Second time's the charm, maybe. Gets it this time.
Just watching this match is like watching a seesaw with a jet strapped to both back.
Like watching a car crash in slow motion.
It's like watching two cars crash into each other and then rev back up and crash into each other again. It's like a
I don't know why Roberts felt the need to smack the referee with the hammer.
I think his bloodlust is just getting the better of Jake the Snake right now. I don't think he cares who he's hitting anymore. He'll kill anything that moves. He'll destroy any human being
Sheamus
in that ring with him.
with the Irish curse, and there's a brogue kick.
Oh my god, again. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my god.
And Roberts kicks out again!
Oh my god in heaven. I can't believe he's doing this. I can't believe he's kicked out of 2 bro kicks. I mean, one you can say it's an anomaly. You know, one is enough. 2.
And a low blow from Roberts!
Oh, he knew he had to get back control. And he knew he had to make Sheamus suffer. I mean, how's the referee not seen that?
DDT!
Good.
There's no disqualifications, anything goes in this one. The low blow completely legal and the DDT to follow it up. Roberts to take a victory. No, Sheamus kicks out!
Oh my god, he kicked out? Oh my god, he kicked out. He kicked out. Seriously.
What are we seeing in this one?
I genuinely cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. This is ridiculous. How the hell have both these men kicked out of the other man's finisher? No one ever kicks out of either of those moves. I've never seen anyone kick out of kick. I've never seen anyone kick out of Robert's DDT. It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen, and it's happening before my eyes. I can't process this.
Look at the bruising across the abdomen of Sheamus from those sledgehammer shots.
Oh, it's miraculous he doesn't have bruising everywhere across his whole body, for God's sake. I mean, I don't know how he's doing this.
This is just this is assault. This is a mugging. This is just
I guarantee you most muggings aren't this far.
devastating clothesline from Roberts.
If muggings were this violent, we'd have every to death.
Went for another one. Gets it! Sheamus is down. Sheamus may well be out. There's Roberts with a third DDT in a
For the love
row.
of God, Sheamus, don't kick out.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. And that is what you would call a merciful victory from Roberts. Not intentional mercy, mind you, but if Sheamus had got up after that, if he gets up and goes down another time, he's staying down permanent.
Here is your winner, Jake the Snake Roberts.
That was just one of the most brutal beatdowns I think we've ever seen. And there's Damien.
Oh my God, he's getting Damien.
Oh, ref, get out of there. Get out of there, ref.
The ref needs to go. The ref needs to leave. He's in serious danger. He needs to go.
Luckily, Sheamus got himself out of the ring. Oh, yeah, that's a decent rating. Although I would have thought it would be a little bit higher.
I'll take it. I would have preferred like a 4, but you know.
Yeah, I was expecting a 4. I do think Raw's won this week again.
Probably. I think, do you know what it is? It's probably because Roberts has TV that much. His popularity is probably not massively.
Let's have a look at these match reports. Exciting clash of Fighter v Bruiser. Okay, so not only is McIntyre suited to the table, so is Priest.
How did you only get a 3?
That's good to know.
How did you only get a 3? Then that's very.
Because there was no rivalry whatsoever.
Did you see the match I just put on though?
Uh,
My mid card's getting a 3.5. You should be getting a 3. A 3.
Randy Orton crushed by Kevin Owens. I don't know about that. Yeah, it's fine. Over here. Anything of note? Dana Brooke and Asuka both displayed their boundless talent for the TLC matches.
That explains it. That would explain it.
Okay. Sheamus is suited to Extreme Rules. Roberts isn't. I think we may. Don't know. Alright, let's go. That is a poor fan change for SmackDown. That is poor. That is very poor. Oh dear. Extreme Machine Tube. Sai, another DQ finish to a great match. Thanks Rhea Ripley for ruining Peyton Royce to Bianca Belair's match. Suplex Lover 78, unexpected ending to Bianca vs Peyton Royce. Doubt Bianca wanted to win by DQ. Phenomenal rabbit in the ring. Reyes came out and attacked Bianca Belair. Wow, that looked like it hurt. Undefeated Kicks Mania. Drew McIntyre and Damon Priest are both fantastic at tables matches. SmackDown should pair them up again in a repeat. Belair says you're a total coward, Rhea Ripley. Why not face me in a real match instead of going for cheap shots? Concert Worshipper for Life. That rivalry with Keith Lee and Mustafa Ali was going somewhere. What happened to that? Rivalry is getting real good too. I'd love to see how it ends. King Critic. The crowd sounds like they hate Priest being a bad guy. Macho Worshipper 99. Everything alright with Peyton Royce? Been looking frustrated, wondering if something happened in the back. Ripley said, I heard Bianca Belair beg the GM to get out of a match with me, desperate for a win. Randy Orton says, Kevin Owens caught me on a bad day, it'll be a different story next time. I got my veto champ though. Alright,
Yeah,
let's find out the damage.
Who else has a veto champ?
SmackDown won a week!
What?
SmackDown won a week!
For serious?
Let's go!
Wow.
It's very, it's a minor amount.
But that makes no sense, though. What?
It does make no sense. I'm very confused.
How is that?
It's a small win, but we got to take the small wins at the
I don't
moment.
understand that.
Yeah, that is really confusing.
I mean, I guess it must be because my opener and main event weren't the best matches, but even then, it still doesn't make.
Yeah, I don't know how this game calculates it anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
SmackDown Disaster 83, Flair back in the ring after so long, and on Raw he's still got it. Viking Machine 79 says Dana and Asuka are both fantastic at TLC matches. We should pair them up again in a repeat. Legend Clash 96. Alexa Bliss called out Becky Lynch tonight and knocks out the park. Pure poetry. Becky Lynch says, try repeating those words to my face next week, Alexa, if you have the guts. Miss Lover TV. Jake Roberts getting even with Sheamus tonight. What a great rivalry. Keyboard Sharpshooter NA. How far into the deep end are the Snake and Sheamus going to go? This rivalry is getting crazy. Muscle Dude Tube. Not much variety in this week's Raw. Time to mix it up a bit. Let's see some superstars with different classes. High Flyer Sensation Music. Raw is the show to watch, and Hulk Hogan is the reason why with another win.
please stop. Please stop using social media.
Hulk Hogan, not much of a challenge, Joe, and no thanks to you leeches out there. Swiss Dude Choose is great to see Sheamus another Extreme Rules match. Keep coming. You also get your veto champ. It's a minor win in the grand scheme of things. I've made up 2,000 of what was nearly 100,000, so it's not done that much. But at least I didn't fall further behind. Just got to keep pushing.
I shouldn't say this when you're listening, but that seriously worries me because I've just put on a really good show and I'm losing fans. Do I have to do something ridiculous now?
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely had. I mean, we've had weeks where we've agreed that I put on the better show and then lost the fan ratings for that week.
It's true. I mean,
it does happen.
There's definitely something a bit funny about how it's carried.
Or something we're missing. Ripley's contract is up at the end of the week. I need to renew that. Seems reasonable. Jimmy Uso, I've had enough crap. Working at SmackDown has been a complete joke.
Wait, what?
I signed you last week and you got a promo.
Oh my god. Does he want 100k?
He wants 100k. No chance, Jimmy. You can fuck off.
Wow, Jimmy Uso is a complete little...
I'm giving you one more chance and that's it. Rollins, hey boss, I've been talking with Priest a lot lately and he had this great idea that we should team up for a tag match. I think we may actually make an awesome tag team. Can I convince you to take a chance on us and book us as a tag match in the next few weeks? Sure, Seth. Let's see how your team works out. I quite like this, actually. Let me get some notes down.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who did I promise? I made a promise as well. It was Umaga and is it Umaga and Strong?
I think so.
I also, one thing I noticed when I looked at my was that I did promise Eddie Guerrero a match versus, and that has to be this week.
That's actually set me up for a really good match potentially. So I'll take that.
Damn. That result.
I wonder if maybe Jimmy Uso's poor morale. Yeah, I think his morale from being on Raw may have carried over to SmackDown.
Let's go. One good thing actually did come out of.
Which is kind of bullshit.
That's fucking ridiculous. That makes absolutely no sense. It should reset to a normal value.
Yeah, not necessarily back to 100, but like
no, but like at least 50 or 60. Right? Like I think it should be positive because should be like 60 or 70 hours. He's just signed a new contract. Joe, that is something we actually haven't been keeping an eye on in this series, is the
morale. Yeah, I'm just actually having a look at mine now.
I'm going to put that in my notes as well. That is.
Have a look at the free agents. Oh, hello.
Oh no.
There's a couple of big names here.
Oh bloody hell.
Okay. Couple to keep an eye on there. Legends don't really change much to be. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense.
What is one?
What class do you imagine Rob Van Dam would be?
Cruiser.
Yeah, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
How's he a fighter? He's not a fighter. No way he's a fighter. Not a chance.
Do not put Bianca Belair in a match this week and you get injured. Not really that bothered. We'll see how that goes. You know what? Any other night, I think we might have had an opportunity to do a second episode in a row, but I don't think we're going to have time. But yeah, we're back with this series. It won't be so long until the next episode. And SmackDown, what a week! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! I'm buzzing about that. I'm so happy.
I'm happy I am genuinely happy for you.
But yeah, I guess we'll call that there for tonight. Thank you everyone for watching this episode of MyGM. We'll be back again soon with the go home shows for Extreme Rules.
That is true.
Thank you everybody. Have a good night.
See you guys.